And we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. And his first look is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's James returning. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. James has got it. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Play action. Garoppolo. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On play action, now Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now it's Bolden. Dances, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11. But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Jones with a handoff to Barkley to about the 48-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From just shy of midfield, Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raiders heading out to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo again. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Let's ride, dog.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump off here to Bolden. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 3 yards out. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Let's go do this thing, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Let's do what we do every day. Let's go. That's how we eat. It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's complete to Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Playmaker, step up right now. Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Gano's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Garoppolo now. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the 44, Garoppolo. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, go right now. Let's ride, boss. Go get him now. What's the deal, y'all? They gotta walk that walk, baby. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Come on with it, man. Let's go, fellas. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. It's showtime, baby.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now out come the Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Garoppolo. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run with Bolden. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Step up right there.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive, looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play, maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Let's do this, man.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time. Using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrate it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They can't beat us straight up. Let's do this, man. This is the skip. Let's go, make a play, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Do your thing. Big crowd. Let's go. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's not, baby.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.